decided to make a quick video on the features and the basic use of this this little flash. The flash, as you can see, came with a little shoe here, a little stand. The stand is actually threaded on the bottom, so you can put it on a telescoping stand. Came with a diffuser. Came with a nice little bag to put it in, and came with a rather useless manual. If you try to read through it, you'll be thoroughly confused. So the flash itself is very nice. It has, you can see it's a little digital screen here on the back. On the front, it has the flash sensor here. It has a pull-out diffuser. Hard to do with one hand. And it also has a pull-out flash bounce card there. It will tilt down 7 degrees and then up to 90 degrees. The head pivots a full 360 degrees. Okay, it is rather heavy, a little bit bulky, but for the price, it's really nice. I've been playing around with it, and so far so good. Alright, so let's go over how to work this thing, because that's probably the hardest part of this all. So of course you got the on-off button. You have to hold it and it'll come on. See if I can zoom. There's a little glare on the screen there. I think I can fix it. Alright, there you have. Still a little glare. You have a function key here that if you hold will actually light it up. We can see it a little better there. Okay. If you're like me, I got the instructions out, turned it on, it came on to a setting similar to this, and the first thing it says to cycle through the mode button to find your mode. If you press the mode button, nothing happens. So that was the first confusion there. So what you have to do if you turn it on and that happens, clear it, hold these two buttons, clear, and it goes to the basic menu. Okay, now the mode button actually works. So you go from manual, and in manual you can adjust the power right there. You can see it. You can go up and down. See, there we go. We're at the least power, so you can keep going up, or you can go back down. Okay. You can also, if you press zoom here, you can adjust the zoom up or down. Okay. And that's manual mode. That's multi-mode, and that's iTTL mode. So that's this is all for on camera. All right. So if you want to go off camera, you have to go to these buttons. Okay. That's what gets a little confusing. So you go to these buttons here, and you can cycle through it. There, the iTTL, you see a C right there in the center. That's for Canon. iTTL with the N for Nikon. You can see there the zoom, the channel, and the group for the flash. And it says slave right there, so it's acting as an off camera. Alright, if you hit that again, you're going to go into manual. Now you have manual S1, manual S2. Okay, and then plain old manual apparently. So all that gets a little confusing. So I have a Nikon, so I use it there for TTL. And then if I want to increase or decrease the exposure or stop or two or whatnot, you do that on camera. And I'll try to show that on my I have a Nikon D7100. I'll show you how that menu works. And if you go to manual S1, from what I can understand from the instruction manual, is that manual S1 will read any pre-flashes, so you have to make sure you're not using red eye, make sure you're not using modeling flash. Okay, and S2 will ignore a modeling flash or a pre-flash, and then you can use that on your camera, and it says you can also use your setting on your camera on TTL. That way that pre-flash or that modeling flash will not affect how the flash works. Alright, so let's go to iTTL there for Nikon, and again, if you press zoom, you can change the amount of zoom. The iTTL on this, from what I understand from the manual and from what I understand from having used it, you still have to manually adjust the zoom, but the exposure will be set by the camera. If you press this again, you see the 1 blinking. You can change the channel there. Oop. That's what gets confusing about this. Alright, so zoom, channel, and you can change the channel, channel 2, channel 3. Make sure the channel on the flash matches the camera. If you hit it again, you can change the group A, B, or C. Okay, and I just have it on channel 1, group A, for all practical purposes. Alright, and so that would be your iTTL. That would be your manual S1, manual S2, just plain old manual. The instructions, still gets very confusing on all those. What I have had problems is actually syncing the M mode, where the flash and the camera will not sync, and the instruction manual actually addresses that, and it just says to make sure that your settings are correct and that you're not having a pre-flash if you're on S1, S2. Like I said, it's very confusing. It says something like the master speed light used in the remote flash mode Nikon or wireless flash mode use STE2 as a flash controller. Not sure what that means. Alright, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and come back with the camera so you know how to set the camera settings. And again, I'm doing this because I am a complete amateur, and it took me quite a while to figure out how to work this. Actually, I think I can just bring the camera into view rather than turn it off. Alright. So here we have the camera. It's a Nikon 7100. So what you want to do is you want to go to menu, and you're going to go to this little pencil right here, which is custom menu setting, and bracketing / flash. Okay, and let's see if I can get this camera there a little better. It's a little hard to see, but anyways, that's bracketing / flash. There you go. Okay, then scroll over, and you are going to go to flash control for built-in flash. Right now I have it set at commander, so if you scroll sideways, here would be your regular onboard flash, manual, so you can control your onboard flash or the pop-up flash, repeating flash, and you want commander mode. Okay, so in commander mode you scroll over, and you're going to see the first one that's highlighted there. It's built-in flash. So what I tend to do for that is actually you go manual, and then there's like little lines. Those little lines mean it's off, and that's what I want. I want it off. Group A, you can have it on TTL, and you can adjust the exposure. You can adjust it up, you can adjust it down, or you can just take the camera. So you can take a test shot, and depending on what your test shot shows, let's see if I can, yeah, that's not really, it's hard to see it there. Eee. Depending on what your let's say, you know, it's a little underexposed for your liking, here you can increase or decrease the exposure right there. Okay, so I hope that helps, and if you have any questions or any suggestions, anybody that has actually used this flash, like I said, there's a lot not a whole lot of information out there. Leave some comments, and hopefully we can help each other out. All right, thanks.